Howdy kids, HiollowMC here. Just throwing out a quick update to explain why I haven't actually put up any videos lately. My next little project that I was going to upload to the YouTubes was the Gwent review. And bad things, just bad things happen. Spent about 4 or 5 days recording the voiceover for the review, and then editing it, mastering it, importing it into Premiere Pro to get everything lined up just right, and then changed my mind last minute and decided I wanted to keep the game's audio in the mix and have it underneath the voiceover, and put everything together, and wound up with an 18 gigabyte file, which just doesn't work here. Whenever, I don't know if it's this network or if it's my laptop or if it's a combination of both, but whenever I try to download big files off of the net, things go haywire. I get booted off of the Wi-Fi, and I found out last week that when I try to upload a big file, the same thing happens. So the Gwent review was the next project I wanted to get up on the site, and when that fizzled out, so did my motivation for making more videos. So that's on hold for now until I can figure it out. I'm hoping there's some way I can pull it off, uploading it here in some way, instead of having to use a different network and a different computer, because that takes time to transfer a file and everything. And the other option I can think of is doing it at the library, and when I try to upload that video here, it tells me it's going to take 2 hours, and you can normally only get internet time at libraries for about an hour at a time, because I can't think of anybody who I can go to and be like, hey, can I use the Wi-Fi in your house to upload something? But yeah, so there's that. And at the same time, I've also decided to focus a little bit more on my music than I have been on doing YouTube stuff. So, like, whenever I get things pop into my head for like a vlog or something, I'll upload that. But as far as like actual stuff like reviews or whatever else, I won't be doing those for a while because I'm trying to focus on my music. I finally figured out today which tracks I want to go on the EP, and now that I know what tracks I want to put on there, I need to go and actually put the tracks together, because when I'm in the creative process, I don't do whole songs all at once. I think up a hook or a few bars or a whole verse, and I save them in Evernote, and then when it gets time to actually put something together, I will sit down and take all those notes out of Evernote and see which ones go best together, and I'll stitch them together into a whole song, which is what I'm going to be doing this week. And sit down with some bar sheets and figure out how to fit everything all together so it works great and sounds nice. And at the very least, I want to have one track done by the end of the week, or if at least not done, or not done and mastered and everything, I want to have it at least recorded. I know there's going to be a sample box review coming at you soon. I just don't know when it's going to be, because I don't know when I'm going to get my next box. They sent out the email saying, hey, your box is on its way, but I guess they had some sort of distribution snafu with a bunch of different boxes. Like, my tracking number don't work. I don't even know where my box is. All I know is if I don't get it by tomorrow, they have to put together a new box and mail it to me, because the other one that they sent got lost in space or something. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. All I know is the entire time I've been giving money to those guys, I've only gotten one box on time. And that's not cool, man. So if I walk out my front door tomorrow and there's not a sample box sitting on my doorstep, then I'm going to have to fire off an email and make somebody cry, because it's just not cool. So I probably won't be uploading videos on YouTube as often, but if you would like to keep track of how progress is going on the EP, or when I finally do get my sample box, if you want to see what I think of the juices in my box as I try them, since I don't record a review until after I've tried all of the boxes enough to get a good idea of the flavors and whatnot. If you want to follow up on either one of those things, or any of the other random goofy shit that I do, follow me on Twitter. That's at TheHollowMC. I post a hell of a lot more on Twitter than I do on Reddit or YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. So, like, the best way to get constant updates on how I'm doing as far as creativity and shit like that is concerned, check me out on Twitter, because I'm there more than anywhere else. That's really all I have to say without rambling. This is the third time I've tried to record this video, because I can't even think straight right now. I'm just kind of wiped. I started a new job last night, and even though the job isn't all that hard, being on medical leave for the last couple of months and not really getting out and doing much, just not getting out and doing much, just I kind of got used to sitting around, and so now that I'm actually out and doing stuff again for work and everything, it's kicking my ass, and so I've just kind of had a lazy day at the house. So I'm probably just going to wind up watching Netflix or Hulu, or maybe even taking a nap, because I've still got a few more hours before I have to go back in for a meeting. But luckily that's just sitting there listening to important people jaw-jack about stuff and things, and I won't actually be doing anything. I'll just, except for, trying to stay awake. That's all I gotta say for now. Adios.